yes, you want your brand to visually be appealing, but it needs to visually be in alignment, more important than being appealing. It needs to be in alignment with you, your personality, your actual essence, how you actually are. Having those systems in the background kind of running for you and introducing new people into different aspects of your world and of your business in order to accelerate that know, like, and trust factor, again, is really important to getting to the place where you have more clients than you can even handle. Hey, Courtney Sanders here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to me, I'm a life and business coach as well as wife and mom. I wear all the hats and do all the things, and I'm all about helping you take your success story and turn it into a 6 or even 7-figure personal brand. And in today's video, I want to talk to you about how to attract more clients than you can even handle, which is definitely a good problem to have, but it's a problem that not enough people have because most people have the problem of struggling to attract clients. And so I just think about how so many people are almost doing the opposite of what is ultimately going to help them attract clients, but they don't know any better because so much of the information that is shared online, whether it's about online marketing or the coaching industry or building a personal brand or whatever, you know, getting into the motivational speaking industry, whatever it is, so much of it is actually backwards and are things that aren't really relevant anymore and are things that could actually hurt your brand and your ability to attract clients. So I've been really fortunate since, you know, I started my business way a long time ago, but I went full-time in 2016, and I've been able to attract lots of clients at a variety of different price points. And so, you know, now I have, you know, clients, I never really have to worry about where my next client is coming from because I've built up a level of visibility in my brand where it's, you know, pretty easy for me to attract clients, but I know that that's not the case for everybody, but I want it to be. So if you're wondering how you can attract more clients, you know, you want that problem of having more clients than you could even handle, you're in the right place because I'm gonna get into that in this video right now. All right, the first thing you really need to take to heart and take seriously if you want to attract more clients than you can handle, and I'm like, almost no one talks about this, and I know no one talks about this because I created my brand new program, The Next Big Name, to talk about this because I didn't see it anywhere else, but that is you need to master your magnetism. And like I said, we go so in depth in this in The Next Big Name. In fact, it's one of my favorite modules in my program, The Next Big Name, because it transforms your whole life. It's beyond just your ability to attract more clients, but it makes you more attractive as a human being, and not just in a romantic sense, but just in a human-to-human interaction sense. You'll find that more people are interested in what you have to say and what you have going on, and it just kind of greases the wheels of life and makes things easier. But I'm particularly passionate about this from the standpoint of being a woman entrepreneur and teaching this to women because I think women over time have been taught to really dull their natural magnetism or to give it away because they're so insecure about, am I doing the right things? Does this person like this? Is this person like me? And all of that, you know, kills their natural magnetism. So when I say your magnetism, what I mean is your unique way of being charismatic. Everybody has a natural charismatic energy, but it's different than other people's charismatic energy, right? Everybody's got a unique charisma to them, but you have to know what that is and you have to know how to tap into it. And a lot of people kill their charisma through copying. Stop copying other people. Stop copying other coaches that you see in your industry. That is one of the easiest ways to kill your magnetism and your charisma, by trying to do something someone else is doing. And the reason it kills your charisma is because it's inauthentic and people can sense it on you even if they don't tell you. You don't realize that that's what's happening, but people are like, I'm not interested in working with her because you're trying to be somebody that you are not. So you really want to dive into what makes you unique, what makes you interesting, what do other people find fascinating about you, and you really want to lean into that. So that's a whole separate video. In fact, like I said, that's a whole separate module in my program, so you can learn more about the next big name by clicking the link below and apply if that's something that you want to learn and master for yourself. But if you want to attract more clients than you can handle, right? Because there's one thing to like attract a few clients to pay the bills, or attract clients just in time so that you don't default on whatever you got going on. But most people don't want that. Most people want overflow. They want to attract more clients than they can handle, where they're turning people away. Again, I don't see anybody else talking about this, but just being honest, if you want that type of energy in your business where it's too much, where you can't even handle it, you might have to start referring people out. One of the greatest ways that that happens is through magnetism, okay? Not through marketing or through all of these like mechanical systems that we set up. It's about you and how you show up. And so again, like I said, I'm super passionate about helping people master this because it goes beyond just business. It makes you a powerful person in real life. And so it really behooves you to learn how to master that regardless of where you are in your business. All right, related to that, the second thing that you need to build if you want to attract more clients than you can handle is to build a powerful brand. And of course, your magnetism is really related to building your brand because your brand should be in alignment with how you naturally are and what your natural charismatic style is. And as I mentioned, we talk about this heavily in my program, The Next Big Name, because most people think their brands is just like pretty logos or something. Like, oh, I just need some professional photos and some pretty graphics and some logos and bada bing, bada boom, my brand is done. I don't ever have to think about it again. That is not true. Yes, you want your brand to visually be appealing, but it needs to visually be in alignment, more important than being appealing. It needs to be in alignment with you, your personality, your actual essence, how you actually are. And like I said, most people don't have the level of self-awareness to even know what their like charismatic style is. And so, you know, we teach you how to find that in my program, but once you've identified it, you really want to build a business that reflects that. And you want to build a brand and a visual brand that reflects that as well. And so this is what I mean by having a powerful brand, right? I didn't just say a polished brand. Anybody can get a polished brand or can get some pretty photos up there. But if you have a powerful brand, what makes it powerful is that it is connected and authentic and it really resonates with who you are at your core. So if you could just take the time to really master this and to focus on this, that is a part of the building blocks that creates the situation where you are attracting more clients than you can handle. All right, the third thing you need to do after you have mastered your magnetism and you've built a powerful brand is now you really need to commit to consistent content. And again, hopefully you see how all these things layer on top of each other. Consistent content is always important and it's always gonna help you, but it's just so much more powerful when you are creating content consistently that is perfectly branded, right, to how you actually are and is like you showing up in your magnetism. Like it just is almost irresistible where people are like, where did this person come from? Who are they? Like, I'm obsessed with everything they're doing. I'm just locked in. You create that effect when you get all of these points in alignment. So trust me, if you kind of were blowing off the other 2 points, don't do it. Go back and really take it to heart to make sure that you are implementing those aspects in your business. But once you've got those aspects in your business, you want to make sure that you're creating consistent content because, you know, things come through repetition, right? And your client develops trust and that whole know, like, and trust factor. And, you know, they like being in your space through repetition. And repetition in our world, in terms of coaching and online marketing and business, is through consistent content. People are always coming back looking at what you've got going on. They're like, oh, wow, look at this new post, or that was a really great way that she talked about that, or I love, you know, the branding on this video. Again, it creates that repetition and it really deepens the relationship with your audience. And that's how you get people who are popping up every day like, okay, today's the day I want to work with you. Like, I'm ready. Well, people get ready when you create consistent content and you do it on the back of mastering your magnetism and building a powerful brand. So really take that to heart. Okay, I have more where that came from, but first I want to hear from you. How many clients do you want to enroll in your business? Share in the comments below. All right, the fourth thing you need to do if you want to attract more clients than you can handle is you need to build the right business model. And this is a slightly complex topic that, you know, is beyond the scope of even this video, but that's actually why I've created my free Unblock Your Brand Masterclass, where I share this in depth, and you can download that right now by clicking the link below. But the business model is a combination of what you sell and how you sell it in order to create your revenue. And a lot of online coaches have a business model where they just have, you know, one thing and they're trying to sell it to one customer and then it's done, and then they're looking for the next customer to come through so that they can sell that one thing over and over again to them. And so they almost get into this kind of like mass production system. It's almost like a factory line where it's like, all right, we built the thing. Now how do we get somebody, you know, to buy it? Okay, great, you bought it. bye, let's find somebody else. And they're always looking for more prospects. You know, I need to grow my audience. I need even more traffic. It's like they always need volume to come into their business because their business model is set up incorrectly. But as I mentioned in that masterclass, the Unblock Your Brand Masterclass, I show you my business model, which is actually not that business model. It's the complete opposite. But if you follow this business model and you build your programs and your products this way, and you approach client attraction in the way that I share in this masterclass, you will find that you will have so many clients that literally you can't service them all. And so this is how you get to a place where you have wait lists and, you know, people are like saving up money to work with you, and you're able to really raise your prices. Again, it's all in the business model and making sure that you are doing things in the correct order and in the correct way. So if you want to learn more about that, go ahead and click the link below in order to access my free Unblock Your Brand Masterclass. All right, and the fifth thing you need to do if you want to attract more clients than you can handle is you've got to have some automated systems on the back end, right? So it's a great thing to show up and to be the face of your brand and to do all of the things, but there's always only so much that you can do. And so you want to make sure that you have systems supporting you. For instance, you want to make sure that you have automated emails that are introducing new prospects to maybe old programs that you've created, or even old content that you have that is still really powerful and impactful because it still builds that whole know, like, and trust factor. And so through things like automated emails and, you know, even if you want to get into advertising, you know, Facebook advertising, YouTube ads, TikTok ads, whatever ads you want to get into, if you put them all together as a part of this holistic system, they all work together. But having those systems in the background kind of running for you and introducing new people into different aspects of your world and of your business in order to accelerate that know, like, and trust factor, again, is really important to getting to the place where you have more clients than you can even handle. But I find that a lot of coaches either one, don't know what these systems are, or two, don't know how to set them up, which is why we go over this in depth in my brand new program, The Next Big Name. So again, you can click the link below to learn more about that. But whatever you do, it's so important that you get these systems set up. Okay, thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, trust me, you're gonna love my Unblock Your Brand Masterclass. It's completely free for now, but I can't promise that it'll be free forever because this is typically information that I only share with my paying clients, but it's gonna go over all of the things we talked about today, including getting your business model together so that you can build a brand and build a business that allows you to attract more clients than you can handle. So if that's something you're interested in, click the link below in order to access it now. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you want even more where this came from, make sure you are subscribed to my podcast, The Courtney Sanders Show, on both iTunes and Spotify. And if you can't wait until my next video comes out and my next podcast, come on over to Instagram. I'm on Instagram as CourtneyLSanders, no underscore, no crazy spelling. You know, if you see anybody else using my face with a crazy name, they're an impersonator. So make sure you follow the real one, right? The real thing. It's just as you see it spelled here, CourtneyLSanders, where you can get the behind the scenes of my life as well as more tips like this. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.